My goal smell senses are tingling. I can feel it. I can feel a goal coming. It doesn't... I'm wrong. I'm wrong. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 41 of Project Pompey. You might notice that we're a little bit further on than we thought, and the reason being is that this is my second attempt of recording this episode. We did record a Borussia Dortmund Champions League game and a Wolves game, but the audio was so bad on it, I didn't want to release it out to you. But what I will do, I will upload it, and it will be an unlisted video in the description down below. So if you do want to watch that episode, it is there. But I do warn you, the audio is very, very bad, and I didn't want to just reload the games and do it all over again. So I've released a sort of episode 40.5 should you want to watch it, but the audio quality is not the best. Not quite sure what happened really, but we are back now, so if you want to watch that one, great. If not, no worries, I will keep you in the loop. So as you last left us there, we were at our first two games of the season, which were Chelsea and Newcastle. We had all these games that you would have caught up on in the unreleased episode in the description down below, but we did beat Valencia 2-1 in that game, which put us really good stead for the Champions League Group, along with West Ham in the Premier League. Thier Gomez grabbing himself a hat-trick. Our Champions League group was drawn. It was Borussia Dortmund, Valencia and Panathinaikos. So it was a very tough group, so it was a bit hard to get out of. But since the sort of unreleased episode, we've only lost one game and drawn two, so we were on a pretty good run. I'm not going to go through each of the individual games, as I'll probably be here all day, but what that does mean is Premier League wise, we are in the top 4, 15 games gone. We are on 30 points, but it is really close between Liverpool, Portsmouth, Man United and Chelsea. Arsenal seem to be the runaway leaders this time round, but fingers crossed we can try and catch up to them and secure Champions League for next season. If I pan over to the Champions League group, we've only got one game to go, and I will show the last game, which is a Valencia game away from home. So I will show that off, because we obviously had the first game in the unreleased episode, which, to remind you, is in the description down below. Very poor sound quality though, so personally, you're fine to give it a miss. But we will be showing the other leg today, just to see if we can top our group and get a favourable Champions League draw. So we will go straight into the Valencia game, and this is going to be the tactics for that game. We've got Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, Dimuchelis, Colaccini and Philippe Lahm at the back, Ronaldinho, Luka Modric and Scotty Parker in the midfield, Messi, Kezman and Gomez starting up front for us. We do tend to rotate the team quite a lot, so I am confident we can get the job done against Valencia. Even if we draw, we will top the group, but we do need to try and avoid defeat out in Spain. So I'm going to challenge the team to pick up where they left off. Nobody really listens, but I tell them I have faith in them, and they got what it takes to get the 3 points out in Spain. So anything other than a defeat, and we will top our Champions League group. But if we do lose, we will be in second place, and we will have to face someone who is top of their group in the first knockout round. So all to play for. What's going to happen? 7 minutes in, our first highlight, Fabio Aurelio down the wing. A former Liverpool player in the timeline, but Adrian Mutu takes the shot, and Petr Cech with the save. Coming into form early on in this game, he's been called upon. But as Pablo Aimar takes the short corner, Vicente blocked by Scotty Parker. So Valencia are really going to try and go for it, because they need to get a win. Modric with a corner, 15 minutes in. Who's he going to find? Cleared away as far as Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho the header again. He's not known for his heading, Ronaldinho, so he maybe should have used his feet there, but Varela's through, finds Aimar one-on-one, and he puts it wide of the goal. Fluffed his lines. They should have scored. Goal kick for Portsmouth. We're losing the possession battle. Valencia have had more shots than us as well, which is to be expected when we are away from home. But Lahm picks up the long ball. Long ball from him to Kezman. It's 1-0 to Portsmouth. And really, you would say, against the run of play, we have picked up the first goal, and that will put some distance between us and Valencia to top the group. Anything other than a loss, and we will top the group, so we can draw this game and go through seeded. But we have taken the lead in the 33rd minute. We just need to hang on for that victory as we get a kick-off highlight. Always fills me with confidence when we get a kick-off highlight. But for Varela for Valencia, plays it to Aymar. Long ball to Vicente. Are they going to get an immediate equaliser? Aurelio the long shot. But Barreja, edge of the area. Lucho Gonzalez. It's still all Valencia. It's a goal. I thought Petr Cech would have got there. But that is an immediate equaliser for Valencia. So easy come, easy go as far as our lead goes. But we just couldn't get the ball off them after the kickoff. But I would say that's a bit of a weak goal to concede for Petr Cech. Should have done a bit better. Valencia get an immediate equaliser. Coming up to half-time, it's even out a bit on the stats. But Valencia have had more of the possession. So I think I might play a little bit more cautiously in the second half, but we'll see how things pan out here. So we'll wait until we can get some half-time team talk. So I'm going to say we've been the better team here. Oh, I've told them I'm disappointed, but it seemed to have worked for them. So the misclick this time hasn't come back to bite me. But who's underperforming? Well, everyone bar Kezman, who's injured. So we'll leave him on, but Gomez on 6.5, Messi 6.5, Ronaldinho 6.5. So I think Ronaldinho will be the scapegoat. We'll bring on Marek Hamšík to play as a Mazzella. So second half 1-1. We'll give it 15 minutes just to see how the game goes. We may have to go a little bit more cautious in the second half. Free kick from Messi, 51 minutes. It's in the goal! Lionel Messi scores from the free kick for his 5th goal of the season. And we are back in front out in Spain. And Valencia will not want to have conceded that goal, as that means now they're going to score 2 to top the group. Goalie could have done better there, but I'm not bothered about that. It is Valencia 1, Portsmouth 2. 69 minutes, let's make a sub. Altier Gomez still on a 6.5. So we are going to bring on Luis Suarez off the bench to make the difference. I'm going to keep things the same as it seems to be working. But we've got 20 minutes to go to make sure that we can top our Champions League group. Philippe Lahm on the edge. Well, on the wide, I should say. Luka Modric. Is he going to find Lahm or no? He goes a little bit further back to Di Michelis. Long ball to our strikers, but Walter Samuel will intercept that. As Vicente plays it down the line, but Colaccini does get there first. And it's a bit of a long highlight here. Not quite sure where this is going yet. But Valencia have got room on that right. Varela crosses it. Vicente's there. It was he was on his own. No defender was marking him. And Valencia have pulled it back once again to make it 2-2. A draw is fine for us, to be honest. I will very happily take a draw. But Valencia know they've got to win if they want to top this group. It's a nice finish, but there was nobody marking him. And I think on the 70th minute, I might go a little bit more cautious. We will proceed with the tactical changes. And I think I will make some more going into the last 15 minutes of the game. So we're going to do a little bit of time wasting. We're going to not pass into space, so we want to make sure we hold on to possession. I think we'll bring the defensive line back. And we'll bring the attackers back as well. Just to hold shape. Slow the pace down. Just to see if we can try and hang on to this draw. As we get an immediate highlight. Has the tactical changes worked? We will soon find out. Philippe Lahm crosses it. It almost went in the goal, to be fair. But it's going to be another highlight here. We have gone a bit more defensive. Is that going to be enough, though? Because Valencia seem to be all over us. Scotty Parker wins the ball. Plays it back to Luka Modric. Marek Hamšík. Keeping it in the midfield. Messi loses the ball quite easily. It's another long highlight, which does worry me a bit. Because it smells like a goal. My goal smell senses are tingling. I can feel it. I can feel a goal coming. It doesn't... I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That works for me, though. I'm happy to be wrong there because I thought we were going to get a goal for Valencia. But Modric is going to take a corner. Crosses it in, cleared by Metelda. TheMadScientist recycles to Modric. Can he find someone? Nope. It's cleared to Mutu. And again, Valencia are at us. It's all Valencia at the moment. Mutu runs through the team. He's been hacked down by TheMadScientist. Is that going to result in a foul? Yes, it is. And it's Pablo Aimar with a free kick. Petr Cech holds on to the ball. I've gone defensive. Matty Taylor with a corner, though. And it's cleared away as far as Lionel Messi. He's going to find Taylor again to Suarez. And Suarez has scored the goal. It's 3-2. We've gone defensive. And it's worked out for us to get in a goal. See, you don't need to go attacking to grab goals. Sometimes just playing on the counter is enough to get a goal. And that should hopefully seal a place as top of the group. And that will give us a bit more of a favourable draw in the Champions League knockout round. We might as well see it through together. We've done the job out in Spain, and that is going to mean we're going to top this group. Unless they score 2 quick-fire goals, it's not going to happen. We've got about 45 seconds to go, and since we've gone defensive, it's been all Portsmouth, which I find very interesting. But Lucho Gonzalez hacks down Modric, and we just need to make sure we, for the last 10 seconds, just cool down a bit, hold on to the ball, and we will see ourselves through to the first knockout round, seeded for the knockout draw. Modric whips it in, cleared away, and that's going to be a free kick for Valencia. And I think that will be the final whistle. We'll wait for it to be confirmed as Marcos takes the free kick. Waiting for it. Come on, referee, blow that whistle. And there it is. We have picked up a 3-2 win out in Spain. And that'll be good enough for us to top that group. I'm going to say you have played magnificently. We have been on very good form, to be fair. But that will be enough. Portsmouth hold on to deny Valencia. A few teams chasing Gomez is not going to happen. Kesman's out for 8 days. We should be fine whilst he's out. And Messi on form, which we will praise him as well. Messi still being scouted. It's not going to happen. There is the confirmation. We have topped our Champions League group. We have won 5, drawn 1. We went unbeaten throughout the whole campaign. So I think the only thing now that's left as far as Champions League goes is the first knockout round draw. Apparently the draw's not until the 18th, so we'll have to do that at the end of the episode. But we will focus on the league now, as we do have a Premier League match against Manchester City, who are sitting in, 13th place in the league. They're not the Man City of real life. They are a mid-table Premier League team. But we are in 5th place. We have a game in hand over everybody else. So if we do beat Man City, we will go up to, 4th in the league? Because we've got a worse goal difference to Liverpool. Or if we win more than 3-0, we'll overtake them and go into 3rd. So the lineup for the Manchester City game is as follows. Got Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, TheMadScientist, Huth comes in, and Philippe Lahm. Morgan Gams Pedersen comes in, as well as Nolan. Modric retains his place. Messi keeps his place. Bozjanov and Suarez start up front. So we've done the win against Valencia in the Champions League. Can we beat Manchester City in the Premier League as well? So we're going to go, this is a great opportunity to tell the press that you can back it up. Apparently that seems to work a lot more often than you'd think. But this is going to be the second game today. It is Portsmouth against Manchester City. We have won 1 game so far. Can we make it 2 wins out of 2? Come up to half-time. There's been no highlights whatsoever to report. I've just been literally sat here watching the time go by. We've had no highlights to speak of. So I'm going to give a bit of an aggressive. I am not happy with that performance out there. We've produced nothing. But looking at some of the stats, 6.5 for Pedersen, 6.5 from Nolan, 6.5 for Suarez. So I think Pedersen's going to be the man to make way. We'll bring Yaya Toure on for you. So 1 change. We need to pick this up as we've had no highlights to speak of. But can we get a win over Manchester City? First highlight of the game, 49 minutes. Modric whips it in. It's a header off the post and in the goal. And it's Luis Suarez. It only took him 4 minutes after half time. But he has pounced and made it 1-0 to Portsmouth. All starts from a Modric free kick. He's pinpoint accurate, finds Suarez with a header off the crossbar in the goal. And that is the highlight we've been waiting 49 minutes for. 1-0 Portsmouth. 58 minutes, second highlight of the game. Bozhinov on the ball, back to Matty Taylor. Keeping it so far, that's good. Waiting for the opening. Messi, long ball to Philippe Lahm. Lahm's going to hopefully try and cross it. He does lose the ball to Kevin Nolan. Yaya Toure off the bench, tries to shoot. Messi with a shot. Hits the crossbar. Unlucky boys. 68 minutes, we'll make some subs. Philippe Lahm's picked up a knock. He's on a 6.5 as well. So we'll bring Kisnobo on for him. We got one more sub to make. I think I'm going to hold off until a little bit later on in the game. So one sub made. Got about 20 minutes to go. Matty Taylor off the corner though. And Modric puts it, puts it over the bar. Modric with a free kick. Very similar position for the first goal. But it is caught by Johnson. He's holding on to it. So the highlight is going to continue. As he lumps it upfield. And who's going to get that? Robert Huth. Plays it back to Petr Cech. He's got so many options. He's going to play it out wide to Matty Taylor. Long highlight for Portsmouth. Messi finds Bozhinov. Finds Kevin Nolan, who's not done very well this game. And that kind of sums it up, really. It was a poor ball. But Suarez does pick it up. And Luka Modric now again. As I say, it's a long highlight. I don't know where this is going to go. But Suarez outside the area to Bozhinov, who puts it wide of the goal. 15 minutes to go. 84 minutes. I got one more sub to make. I think it's going to be... I think it's going to be Matty Taylor. But then it can't be Matty Taylor because I got no one to put the left back. It's going to be Luka Modric because he's looking tired. We'll bring Scotty Parker on and we'll swap Nolan and Parker over. So last substitution made. We've got about 5 minutes to go. We might as well see this through together as we get a highlight. Kisnobo holding on to the ball. Lumps it upfield, and that's going to be Suarez chasing, beats the man, finds Bozhinov one-on-one, and he fluffed his lines. But as long as we hold on to a 1-0, I'll take a 1-0 win over Manchester City. Because at least then, that will put us into a Champions League place. We got 30 seconds to go. We could have maybe scored a few more goals today, but I'd happily take all 3 points, even if it's just 1-0. Matty Taylor crosses it for Suarez, loses the ball. Thought he might have been in then. But Messi, coming into the box, finds Scott Parker. But it is blocked. And we've got about 5 seconds of this game to go. Waiting for that final whistle. And there it is. We have picked up a 1-0 win over Manchester City. And I'm going to say we got away with it a bit because we should have scored a few more goals. But we did get all 3 points. So vintage display ensures a Portsmouth victory. And what that means for the league table is that we are now in a Champions League place. 16 games gone, 33 points, level with Liverpool. We're 1 point away from Manchester United and we're 1 point back of Chelsea. So very similar situation to last year. We've got a bunch of teams all grouped together. Arsenal, I think, is a little bit further forward. I think they're a good 6 points away from us. So they've got a bit of breathing room from the rest of the pack. But at the moment, it's between United, Liverpool, Portsmouth and Chelsea for those Champions League places. So I think what we'll do is we will go on to the 18th and we will do the Champions League round of 16 draw. Champions League first knockout round draw. We have been seeded as we did win our group. And I'll list you some of our potential teams we could face. We could face Monaco, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Feyenoord, AC Milan, Rangers, or Real Madrid. There are some big teams that are unseeded in that pot. I mean, some of the seeded teams, you've got Copenhagen, are a seeded team. Although, to be fair, a lot of them are pretty good teams. So I think it's going to be a hard draw, no matter who we get. I think I'd rather maybe Rangers or Monaco, I guess. Or Feyenoord. Rangers, Feyenoord, or Monaco. So I'm going to click automatic draw, and we will see who Portsmouth get in the knockout rounds. Barcelona will play Juventus. That's a very tasty draw. AC Milan will play Manchester United. AS Monaco, I wouldn't mind Monaco. Oh, they get Copenhagen. Real Madrid will play Newcastle. Oh, come on, Feyenoord, that's who we want. Give us Feyenoord. We haven't got Feyenoord. Valencia, we can't play them because they were in our group. But Bayern Munich, a rematch from last year? It's not. So we are going to be facing Rangers in the Champions League. Quite a favourable draw, I would say. I think we've come out of that pretty well out of the Champions League draw. So there's the confirmation. Portsmouth draw Rangers in the Champions League. So we will be going up to Scotland to play Glasgow Rangers. I think, is that the official name? I'm not too sure. But if we go to the schedule, well, we had one game in between, which I thought I will mention to you. It was Aston Villa. We did beat them 2-1, and I'm still not over my hatred of them to what they did 2 seasons ago. And we also got them in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. So if we beat them in that game, we could be into a Carabao Cup semi-final. So for next time round, I think we'll come back around about February. So we'll come back for maybe Rangers. But then if we do beat Aston Villa and get into the Carabao Cup semi-finals, we might have to show that off as well. So we'll come back around about February time for the next 2 games. So we would have had a January transfer window as well. I'm not planning on signing anybody, and the board have given me £68 million to spend in January, but I'm pretty alright. Unless we get a major out, we're looking pretty alright as far as the transfer budget goes. So look at that league table. We are in second place the way things stand. So we have leapfrogged a few teams with the most recent games played. We are still 6 points away from Arsenal at the top of the league, but we are a point clear of Man United, a point clear of Chelsea, and 2 points clear of Liverpool in 5th place. Very similar to last season. A lot of the teams are grouped together, but we need to come back next time in February after the transfer window. Will we still be in a Champions League place? But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for, to be honest, I don't know what games. It depends what comes up. It could be a Champions League game. It could be a Carabao Cup semi-final. Could be 2 Premier League games. Who knows? You gotta tune in next time to find out. To see what I did there, sling the hook and get you in. Thank you very much for watching.